and welcome to my private vlog. It's not private, I don't know why I said that. Welcome to my personal vlog. It's not a vlog either. This is just where I sit and talk to you. Vlogs are like, hey, check out all these awesome things I'm doing. So this intro should be scrapped. Let's try that again. Hi, I'm Allysia. Welcome to today's video. Sometimes I like to talk about parenting, family, life, stuff like that. And sometimes I like to talk about books, organization, productivity. Basically, this is just a channel for me to talk about the things that I love and I'm interested in. So today, I wanted to dig more into the organizational side of things. I did a video probably like a few weeks ago now about one way that I really love that keeps me organized, and it's using a notebook. It's very, very low tech. It seems kind of ridiculous to say, but what I wanted to do today is share with you in a little bit more detail the four, I think there's four if I'm remembering correctly. I hope we don't get to that in this video, there's like five. The four ways that I organize my life. And just as a little bit of like a backstory, most of you already know who I am, but I run an online piano teaching business. I also do YouTube videos. There's that fly again. You wouldn't know again. I was just filming a totally separate video from this, so sorry, there's no continuity there. I used to run a private piano studio where I had kids coming to my house basically, and I teach them piano. In addition to that, I've always, for the vast majority of my 20s and 30s, I have been working for myself. I'm an entrepreneur. And that means that I need to be really on top of things, especially that now that I'm also essentially a stay-at-home parent. I guess you'd call me a work-at-home parent. Staying organized is really, really important to me. And it's something that I've definitely gotten better with over the years. I've always been interested in being organized and like productivity hacks and stuff like that. But it's only recently, like been in the last couple of years, that I really feel like I've hit my stride with the tools that I use and stuff like that. So I feel comfortable recommending some things to you. And I think let's just get into that. All right, let's cue things up with Nozbe, and I'll show you how this works. This is my favorite one. Now, Nozbe is a paid program. I pay a monthly fee for it. I have it on my phone and I have it on my computer, but to be honest, I pretty much don't use it on my computer ever. I always use it on my phone. The app is just beautiful. It's really functional. I really like it. So I'm gonna put this in calendar view. Let's see what I got here. All right, so here's where I'm looking at the date right now. It's August 23, and these are the things that I have to do because they're overdue. You can see by that nice big heading. And then today, these are also chores I have. Actually, I just got back from the library. It was a hot day out and I am kind of sweaty right now. And this is what I'm doing right now. I'm re-recording all this stuff because actually my first try when I recorded this yesterday, I had the wrong microphone plugged in and you couldn't really hear anything. So I wasn't too happy to publish that. So these are just the daily tasks that I schedule for myself. Now you'll notice that they're all different colors. This is a really cool organizational aspect of Nozbe. Now, if you guys are familiar with David Allen's Getting Things Done, it's a book that, it's a pretty landmark book in the personal development sphere. It was one of the original ones. It's really worth a read, and I use a lot of his organizational principles from Getting Things Done. So Nozbe works with getting things done really, really nicely. Now, each of these are what we call projects. And projects are just like ongoing things. And inside each project are a series of tasks. So the tasks are the things that are going to appear on your to-do list. So for example, cleaning. This is an ongoing project. It never goes away. You'll see that I have a couple things with this little like arrow circle. This means it recurs. So the daily cleaning, you'll see it recurs every weekday. You can get really, really granular with this. You can every year, even if you want, which is really, really cool. I set it for 15 minutes. And then this is basically my daily chore list, the things that I like to get done on a near daily basis. Like I'm not going to do all of these every single day, but it's just kind of like my general goal. And I have similar ones for Sunday cleaning, which is when the family kind of does like a big clean. Usually we spend 45 minutes or so. I have ongoing piano TV tasks, and you'll notice that these ones look different. See, these circles have an extra like ring. That just means they're shared projects. So I share the piano TV tasks with the editor, and I share Michael's tasks with Michael. These are just chores. They're very, very boring. Habits and routines. These are my reviews. These are the, except for, I guess, taking vitamin B12 and journaling. I like to remember to do both of those. You'll see that they recur. This one recurs every week. Okay, so my reviews are when I just like sit down and plan the week. I usually do it every week on Sunday, which is why you got my Sunday review right there. But then I also like to do a monthly, quarterly, and annual. Now the quarterly one, I don't know why I have it set to 3 hours. I usually spend like a day or two on this. It's a pretty big deal to me to, if I don't set quarterly goals, then I don't achieve anything. Like, it's something about the quarterly goals that push me towards my like dreams. Whereas like otherwise I just kind of get lost in the minutiae. So, and yeah, those are kind of, those always stay. Like, those projects are always there forever, pretty much. I'm never going to wrap up those projects. But I do have a couple other ones, like get my 5 grade 10 pieces to 80%, which is a subjective marking, but 80% good like quality by the end of September. So these ones, you'll notice they don't have like a timestamp on them. I'm just, so where it says spend 35 hours learning the Bach fugue, you'll see that I've done 19 hours as of August 10. Like, I just kind of do little notes and updates like that. Yeah, and so that's, I'm going to go back to the calendar view now. So that's why everything has a different color, because it kind of just shows you what project it's a part of. And I already showed you how, like, you can estimate how long the tasks are going to take. So based on that, I didn't do an estimate for a couple things, but based on that, you can see it's going to take me about an hour to finish the things left on my to-do list. That's totally reasonable. So this is really helpful for me when I'm planning the week and I'm scheduling tasks for the week. If I end up with a day that has like 12 hours worth of tasks planned, I can step back and be like, okay, I've really overdone it. Yeah, and this is mainly how I use Nozbe. You can get more specific, like you can create categories. I don't really use them. I used to use them. I just like to keep things incredibly simple. I've experimented with templates. Like, they've got a lot of really cool functions, but yeah, pretty much what I use it for is what I just showed you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's well worth the money, and it's been the probably most important thing to keep me on track and organized for the last, I think I've been using it about 3 years now. All right, the next, I guess it's an app because I use it as an app. I also have it on my computer. This one I mainly use on my laptop, but I have it on my phone because Evernote just lets you clip things. It's my giant dumping ground. So anytime that I come across like a blog article that I think is interesting, I save it or clip it or I bookmark it or something in Evernote. If I'm out and about and I have a random song idea, or I have like a random blog idea or video idea or anything like that, just like anytime during the day when random things come up, I dump them in Evernote. So that's why I have it on my phone, because I usually have my phone on me much more frequently than I have my laptop on me. But I use the laptop version of Evernote to kind of go through and sort everything out. So notice that on the left-hand column, I have a whole bunch of different categories. I have like piano, social relationships, that's actually a book idea I have. One day I will write a book. Toddler, Toastmaster, like just pretty much anything that I've ever been involved in or have taken notes on. Right now I have like a mental development, so this is a couple like pedagogy things that I've been doing more recently. Yeah, there's just all kinds of stuff that I put here, like in family. Yeah, I have like a birthday thing that I want to remember to tell people about. Actually, I have a gift and Christmas one, and I don't want to show it to you because I don't want to, just in case someone else is watching this, but anytime that I'm with someone and they say like, oh man, I really wish I had that or something, I'm like, hey, and I write it down in Evernote. And then come their birthday or come Christmas, I have these really great ideas. It's like a list of kids' books that I want to buy. This is like incredibly random. But you know how life is. Like you just kind of come up with this on the go, but then you forget it, you lose it. That's why I keep absolutely everything in Evernote. I do go through and cull things on a fairly regular basis. I do want to also explain a couple things I do to make Evernote more functional. At the very top, you'll see I have this inbox. Now, this is where I put everything first. So if I'm saving a random blog article, if I'm saving a song idea, anything like that, it always goes into my inbox. And then what I'll do is every couple weeks, I'll sort through the inbox and decide if I'm going to act on something or if I'm going to work on something, like if I'm going to do something with that video idea or anything like that. And I just distribute the notes where they need to go. So everything goes through my inbox first. That's really important. Another really important thing is I have my goals for 2019, and I look at these every week. So these include not only my yearly goals, but also quarterly reviews. And weekly reviews are all collected here, they're massive. But they also include, where's my those are some of my main goals. Oh, I have my 100 dreams list, and I think everyone should have a list like that. I think I've done a blog post about that on AllyVB, so maybe check that out if you're into the idea. But I also have like a 5-year, 2 to 5 years in the future. This is something that I really, really love doing. Pretty much every year I sit down, and instead of just thinking about the next year, I think about the next 5 years, and that really gives me clarity on like what I really, really want. Because in 1 year, your goals and focuses tend to be a little bit more practical. But if you look ahead of 5 years, that's when your mind tends to unravel a little bit and you allow yourself that flight of fancy. I also really like going through Year Compass. It's a free online downloadable PDF worksheet, and it's just really nice. I like it. So I like having easy access to all my yearly goals, and I review them frequently. So anyway, that's Evernote. That's how I use it. The next thing that I'll show you, and now this isn't this doesn't help me keep organized per se, but it's like organization related, and it's just one of my favorite things that I do. So I have to show you this. For the last 4 years, and this year as well, but the year's not over yet, I've been journaling at least a minimum of 40,000 words per year. Now, I do this all on a Word doc. Like a single Word doc is where I keep my entire year's journal. And then at the end of the year, I print it off. I just like self-publish. I use lulu.com, but you could also use Createspace. That's a really easy one. And aside from just the first time I did it, I had to figure out the formatting. But now every year after that, it's incredibly easy, really doesn't take me any time, and it costs what you would pay for a book. Like it's a $20 expense, but it's so cool. Like it's so cool to me to have this. And now the thought of not journaling is just impossible to me, because I can't have it go 2018 and then skip a year, there's nothing, and then 2020. Like I have to keep journaling so I can keep continuity with these. It's really motivating, and I love flipping through them, and I feel really proud of these. So I just wanted to mention that as well. And last but not least, I'll keep this one really brief because I recently did an entire video just on this notebook and how much I love this notebook. This is just it's actually really beat up right now, and I'm almost finished it, so I'm gonna need to start a new one right away. This is just my Pentalic notebook. What I really like about it is that it's 8.5 by 11, I believe. It might even be a little bigger than that, and it's unlined. So I use this for anything that I don't want to use a computer for, basically. So if I'm drawing calendars or planning or making lists or anything like that, I find, especially brainstormy type things, I just love the pen and paper experience. These are the kind of things that you can't really do on the computer. I guess maybe if you had a tablet, you could do stuff like this on the computer, but I love having a physical notebook. And I only, with an asterisk, use one notebook for everything. This is all purpose, so I don't have like 20 different notebooks that each have their own specific purpose. This is my notebook for the year, and that's why it gets so beat up, especially now that Jane's like, she loves my notebook and wants to scribble in it all the time. So if you want to know like how I use this notebook in more detail, definitely check out that video, but know for the sake of this video that this is one of the best additional tools to my kind of overall organization system, and that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope that gave you a little bit of insight, and let me know if you use any of these tools or if you do anything like this, if you have your own productivity tips and organizational tips or programs that you use that you really, really love. I like hearing what other people are using and what works for other people. So this is just what works for me, and if you get some value out of this, then awesome, that's great. Even if it's just entertainment value. If you get entertainment value, I'm talking about organization. So on that note, I'll catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.